general time. You're seeing now Torre in the first position, and on the back, the second position, there was Oca. This is going to be a fight for the whole race. Contrada di Val di Montone, the Valeram, and the color are red, white and yellow. The horse is Sarbana and the jockey is Scompiglio. Jonathan Bartoletti nicknamed Scompiglio. Look at these people. They were the happiest one because they received the horse who won the Palio in July. And then they chose the jockey, the same jockey who won the Palio in July. So they are probably the most favorite Contrada today. The horse is one of the most trained, one of the best one right now. The horse is probably the best one. And they do not have their rival in the square, and this is very important. We're now back in the square. If you just join us, we are here in Siena enjoying the Palio, one of the most ancient horse race in the entire world. Historically, the Palio is run on August 16th, and the decision of this come because it's dedicated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, because Palio has strong roots into religion. And look at this square. So many people come here every year to see this amazing show. I was telling you about the rivalries in today's race. So as soon as the horses are gonna get out into the track, I'm gonna try to show you a little bit of the rivalries, because today we're gonna have Oca, which is not one of the favorites, but they also have a good couple, a good horse to try their best, which is rival with Torre. Torre, the Tower, is probably the biggest favorite Contrada. And today Oca in green and white is gonna try to stop Torre in dark red with any means. When I'm telling you any means, what I actually mean is that they can literally do whatever they want. Every jockey for every Contrada is gonna be equipped with a whip with the crops, which can be used to let the horse go in faster, and it can also be used to stop the rival, to actually fight the jockey of your rival. The other two big rivals are Istrice and Lupa. The problem is that Lupa is not going to take part in today's race because the horse had a problem and they didn't want to risk the health of the horse. Istrice is the other big favorite in today's race. They have Morosita Prima, probably the strongest horse, and they are also using one of the best jockey, Titia. So yes, Istrice, the second very big favorite. The third favorite, which in my opinion is gonna literally be a main character of today's race, is Val di Montone, Valley of the Ram. The horse Sarbana and the jockey Scompiglio were the winners in July Palio for the Contrada of Giraffa, the giraffe. Scompiglio is gonna try to win the fourth Palio in a row. Yeah, you heard me properly. Scompiglio won both the Palio of last year, then he came over and won the Palio of July, and today, I want to be honest with you, he has another very good chance to win today's race, and I'm sure he's going to try his best, because these guys are unstoppable. If they want to do something, they will try whatever they can to achieve what they want to do. So to sum up, Istrice, the Porcupine, Val di Montone, the Valley of the Ram, and Torre, Tower, have the biggest favorite in today's race. After them, in my opinion, we're going to have Oka and Honda and Aquila too. Very powerful horse. It's going to be tougher for them, but they have good chances. And then in the end, we have Chiocciola, Selva, Bruco in the last positions of these 10 horses. Let me tell you something about the history of the Palio di Siena, Palio of Siena, because the Palio di Siena can trace its origins back to the medieval period. It is run twice a year, July the 2nd and August 16th. Occasionally a third Palio is run when there are exceptional circumstances. The last time this happened was in the year 2000 for the millennium. This Palio is called Straordinario, extraordinary, because it doesn't happen very often. The last one was in the year 2000. It has already been 17 years we didn't see any Palio in September. The race is contested between 10 of the CD17 Contrade, the 7 Contrade who missed out in the equivalent month of the previous year, plus 3 others who are drawn at random. So I was telling you that the roots of the Palio are deep inside religion, but there is also a fair amount of luck. Luck is very important in the Palio. The race is run around the city's central square, Piazza del Campo, Il Campo, if you like. The piazza has been used for celebration games and events since the medieval periods. Initially for large-scale fights, then for jousting, then jousting tournaments, and then bullfighting. Eventually, in 1590, the Grand Duke of Tuscany, Siena was part of this region, declared bullfighting illegal, and at that point, the city organized races, run on buffalo, then on donkeys, eventually switching to horses and creating the first of so-called modern Palio in the year 1656. Exception made for the period of the 2 world wars, the Palio was run constantly without missing out any year. For the first 45 years, there was just 1 Palio per year in July, in August, and the second race was introduced in 1701. So since the year 1701, we have 2 Palios a year. To give you an idea of how important are contradas for us, people of Siena, you should think that we also have a baptism inside the contrada. I mean, depending, it doesn't matter from what religion are you from, what is your beliefs, but after the religious baptism, you're gonna be baptized in the contrada too. So when you are a newborn, you receive the baptism of the contrada, then a scarf with the color of the contrada is given to you, and you're gonna keep it for the rest of your life. You should also think that once you're given the scarf, then it is never washed, and sometimes it is even buried with the person. This is why in Siena we used to say that you're born inside a contrada and you die inside a contrada, because as soon as you're born, you receive the baptism of the contrada, and when, luckily, as an old man, an old person, you're gonna die, you're gonna go back inside the church of a contrada to receive the last salute from this group of people will accompany the entire cycle of your life. Now we're seeing part of the last Contradas. This is the Drago, which is not going to take part in the Palio. The 7 Contrada not taking part in the race, are taking part into the historical parade, but not in the race. These 7 Contradas not participating in today's race are gonna run compulsory for next year in August Palio. Okay, let me now guide you to another small video. You're gonna enjoy the draw of the Palio of this year's July.
Today is Sunday, the 28th of May. We're in Piazza del Campo at 5:20 p.m. As you can see, the square is in its normal configuration with lots of tourists, no earth on the ground, nothing that might remind us of the Palio except for the flags hanging from the Palazzo Pubblico or town hall in front of us. These flags represent the 6 Contradas of the city which already have the right to participate in this year's July the 2nd Palio. Now we'll enter the main building and go and meet the mayor of Siena to find out more about this extraction which the city is anxiously waiting for. We're in the Loggia dei Nove, a stunning loggia built at the time of the Council of the Nine and finished in the year 1300. We're here to witness a special moment, the moment when fortune first plays its part in the Palio. Yes, it's a highly reserved ritual, with just a handful of people in this room with me. But the magical thing is that in this day and age, with all its technology, the crucial public announcement of which 4 Contradas will be added to the 6 already admitted to make up the 10 runners will take place by the display of their banners. So there are 30,000 people out there who are waiting but will be unable to see or hear anything until the flags of the Contradas extracted appear on the loggia. This is where the captains will pass on their way to the drawing of lots, which decides who takes part in the July Palio. Here comes the captain of La Lupa, Gragnoli, doubly victorious right now because La Lupa won both editions in 2016. So what would be the best outcome for you? I can't tell you, because you can't challenge fortune. That's the way I see it. So I accept whatever fortune decides. This is the first act when fortune comes into play, but others will follow. Above all, on June the 29th, when lots will be drawn for which horse goes to which Contrada, and then the extraction for positions at the starting line. Ready for this extraction? Ready! So the Onda will be running, but does superstition come into it? Particular good luck rituals? Always, all over the place. Last year, we had a penalty to pay, so for us, the extraction was a crucial moment. And so, superstitious rituals intensified like mad. From a tiramisu dinner to going to the extraction process with my pockets filled up with medals, notes, bows, beautiful offerings. I wasn't alone in that room. The whole Onda Contrada was with me. Fortune comes into play for the first time in a really crucial way. We've been waiting for this moment for the last 9 months, 10 months nearly. All our people's dreams are hanging on this. Yes, because let's remember, this year the Tartuga doesn't automatically get to run in either the July or August Palios. It simply has to be extracted. Absolutely. Let's see how it goes. And however it goes, let's not over-dramatize it. If it's not meant to be for now, it'll be for the next time. Always. But only if we're running in the race. We've had an up and down kind of year. So, let's see if we can turn the page over and start on a more rosy next chapter. What are you expecting? Listen, Maurizio, I mean, with cameras, with mobile phones, we're invaded in every moment of our lives. But at least when it comes to fate, fortune and superstition, let us keep our privacy. So if you don't mind, I'm not telling you anything.
And welcome back to Siena. We are here in this amazing city, in this beautiful square, Piazza del Campo, to watch, to cover the Palio di Siena, one of the most ancient horse race. If you just join us, we're gonna cover these very tough moments, these very nervous moments for these people of Siena. The contradas are ready, the horses are ready, the jockeys are well trained too, so we're gonna enjoy a very beautiful show. We're now seeing the historical parade. This is the last contrada walking in the track. This is in red and white is the Giraffa, my contrada. We won the Palio in July, but we're not taking part in today's race. Only 10 contradas out of the original 17 are racing every Palio. And this is the so-called alzata, in which the flag is going to be thrown up in the sky. Beautiful. A few moments are between us and the beginning of the race. I'm trying to giving you some more information concerning the lineup, how a contrada, how the race itself starts. The so-called mossa. Mossa is the lineup. 2 ropes are gonna be put on the starting line. 9 contradas are gonna walk in, and the 10th contrada, the last one, it's gonna be outside these 2 ropes. When the 10th contrada, the rincorsa, is gonna decide the good moment, the best moment to leave, to let the race begin, he's gonna walk into the ropes, and then the race is gonna start. There is a man, there is a person in charge of taking care of this process, of controlling, checking this process, which is called mossiere, a name we can translate as a starter. I don't like to translate this word so much, because it's an extremely particular role. It's a very precise role. He's not a proper starter. It's called mossiere because he has to take care of the lineup, and to take care of the beginning of the race. Now we're here seeing the flag waving of the Contrada della Giraffa, the Giraffe. I know these two guys, they've been training for long time. 2 flag wavers and 1 drummist, plus the rest of the company. This group of people with different colors you are seeing now, it's a representation of an ancient army. Therefore, there is the flag wavers, there is a drummist, then there is the head of the company with 2 armed soldiers, then there is the the symbols of the company brought around by other people. Everybody is dressed into ancient costumes. That's why we call it historical parade, because it is a clear representation of what's going on in the Middle Ages. Sometimes I think about it and I'd be like, who knows how beautiful must have been this city in the Middle Ages. But honestly, I highly recommend you to come to Siena, to see it with your eyes, to breathe it with your nose. Because in here, twice a year, you can literally see history flowing around. Again, some images from this wonderful square, which is now very crowded. Very, very crowded. People from all over the world gather up in Siena every year to see this horse race. Yeah, this Corteo Storico, the historical parade, is a very important procession which takes place every time before the race. Now the final part of this parade and the Corteo Storico is gonna be over very, very soon, and we're gonna get inside those moments. As a guy from Siena, being part of a contrada, it's very tough during the race. If you were following us during July's race, you probably hear me. You probably heard my emotion. It has been a very tough moment, very tough experience. But I'm so glad, I'm so happy I was able to do the commentary for a Palio won by my contrada. We're getting closer and closer to the horse race. Very soon, the silk banner, the prize given to the winning contrada, it's gonna get inside the square too. So this is why I recommend you to come over and to see it with your eyes, because it's something which is very hard to explain. The Corteo Storico, the historical parade, in which almost 700 people are involved, take place every time before every horse race. After all contradas, they're gonna leave the floor, leave the ground to the Palio, which is a silk banner painted every year by a different artist. It's gonna be brought around the square for one circle to show off, to show it to the people who came here to see the race. The contrada who's gonna win the Palio is gonna take the banner, the silk banner, and put it in their museum. I was telling you that the Palio di Siena is the only race in which not only you don't get any money if you win the race, but you spend a lot of money just to put your hands on the silk banner. It's very hard to explain. I'm doing my best, but if you were here following us during July's race, I'm sure you got an idea of what it is winning a Palio, what it is like winning a Palio for a guy born and raised in Siena. Those you're seeing now are the previous contradas, because in the past Siena was divided into more contradas. But we know that history sometimes it's a very tough friend. So these contradas were suppressed, and now they do not exist anymore. We're talking about history 300, 400 years old. So nobody actually remembered this contrada, but it is very important for them to be here today. Big horses, parade horses, ancient armies. The history we're breathing here in Siena today, it's something you're not going to be able to see in any other place of the world. I was talking to you before about the jockey. There is a very good jockey today, which is Trecciolino. He won the Palio 13 times, but this is not the record. The record is owned by Andrea De Cortes, nicknamed Aceto, Vingegaard. And he won the Palio 14 times. Unbelievable. This is something unbelievable. If I think about it right now, I don't know, I'm still surprised that Trecciolino was able to win 13 times. Because to win a Palio is very hard. Can you guys imagine to win it 13 or 14 times? So let me guide you into another short video, which is gonna tell us something about the jockey who won the highest amount of Palio, Aceto.
We're about 20 kilometers south of Siena, in the area known as the Crete Senesi, a beautiful and very special landscape. We've come here to talk to one of the greatest jockeys in the history of the Palio of Siena, Andrea De Cortes, known as Aceto. Aceto retired from racing about 20 years ago. Let's see what he's up to in his retirement. What's the saying? Take up horse riding. I have to live surrounded by horses. People say, what are you doing? You're supposed to have retired. Kings don't retire, they're eternal. And since I'm eternal, I live in a princely park. I'm like a spider. You should know that Andrea De Cortes, nicknamed Aceto, meaning vinegar, made his debut in the square of Piazza del Campo in 1964. Only 20 years old. He had an amazingly long career, which ended 32 years later in 1996. He won 14 Palio races, a 20th century record. A really amazing career. Amazing? That's a bit of an understatement. Nobody choosing this profession, this job, could have done more than me. Is there one particular Palio race you'd like to run again? I'd like to run the 1992 race again, the victory that broke the Palio record. The race I'd most like to forget is the last one I rode in, racing for the Torre Contrada. For a start, anyway, I didn't win. And in Siena, if you don't win, you lose. Plus, my adversary won. I wasn't happy at all that the Oca Contrada was the winner. That was the first Palio won by Trecciolino, the rider now threatening to beat Aceto's record. So, I didn't like that. He won his first Palio with the Oca, and I was with the Torre. That's the thing I was annoyed about. And now, I'm annoyed that he's been winning too much. I hope he stops winning soon. And then, when people talk about Aceto and his record of 14 Palio wins, one of the first things that come to mind is the last Palio he won, where he was involved in a fight with another rider, trading lashes with their riding crops, in a place where that is prohibited. In some places, it's permitted, but Aceto and his rival were whacking at each other right on the starting line. Sensational. They're fighting, riding crops, one whack after another. They're fighting, Aceto and Deledda. He's chasing him. Aceto lashes out. He's coming again and again. Keep him in shot, don't miss it. Aceto whips him. Deledda responds. Aceto and Deledda fighting. Look at it. We began hitting each other quite a few times. Was he the one that started it? No, he kept blocking me, trying to be a nuisance to me. He got me annoyed. So I started using my riding crop. Here he comes. They're off. At the start, we were last and second last. And for the first 50 metres, we continued swapping blows. Deledda was clever. He found the right opening and was the first to pass the San Martino curve. He was first and I was last. I thought, what a mess. Then I got stuck into it. I had a few good overtakes, and after one round, I was in second, behind Deledda. La Pantera, followed by the Aquila. Pantera and Aquila! Deledda, I don't know, maybe he hit a column or caught an arm. He fell, and I passed. After that, it was easy, and I won comfortably. Aquila wins the Palio! Aceto is carried in triumph. Amazing scenes. I beat the record. The Aquila won, I won, we all won. Strangely enough, he was riding for the same Contrada that he'd won his first Palio for in 1965, with a famous horse called Topolone. In those years, I think I did 4 or 5 interviews with Rai TV because they invited me to all their shows. I was at home there. So obviously, if you're a jockey but no one talks about you, you're NN, an unknown. But because I was always in the press, always on television, I became as famous as a football star. Still, let's be honest, the thing that counts is what you've achieved, that you've been the best. And I was the best.
And welcome back. We are here in Siena, in the heart of Tuscany, in the heart of this amazing medieval town. What you're seeing now is the silk banner being carried around by the carroccio, which is an ancient time cart used during battles and fight. This is the Palio, painted by an Indian artist called Sinti Tantra. Every year the 2 banners are painted by different artists. It's a very big honor to be the artist in charge of painting the Palio. But we people from Siena do not care that much if the Palio is nice, beautiful, or it's not. The only thing which matters is to win it, to bring it home with you. Those are the scarves from the different contradas. People are waving them in order to attract fortune. Because as I was telling you, there is religion, but the biggest part is fortune. To win a Palio, you have to be lucky. Let's see, now the square is getting more and more excited. You can breathe the nervousism of the people. If you're part of a contrada, today you're very nervous, you're very tense, you're very aging to win the Palio. Listen to the trumpets of the Siena City Council. Now the time is almost done. Very soon in this square it's going to be absolute silence, waiting for the order, for the lineup. Before I was telling you a little bit about the Mossa, which is the starting line. I was telling you about the Mossa because this is probably the most important moment of the whole race. Being able to leave the Mossa, to leave the starting line in the first position, can literally transform you into the winner of the race. We're gonna see all the strategies, because the Palio is that kind of race you want to win. But if you're not able to win it, you don't want your rival to win it. So, as I said before, if you cannot win the Palio yourself, you're gonna try everything, literally guys, everything to stop your rival. You don't want your rival to win. It's gonna be like losing 2 times. Today, we're gonna see a big fight, in my opinion, against between Oka and Torre and Honda as well, probably. Why? Because Torre is one of the best horse and one of the best jockey. So they're gonna try to win the Palio, and I'm sure they also have very good agreements with other contradas to be able to succeed in today's race. The thing Honda and Oka are going to try to do is to stop Torre. We're probably going to see fights between jockeys. We're probably going to see some contradas, or these 2 contradas, trying to stop Torre. We'll see. The other 2 big rivals in today's race are, it was Istrice and Lupa. Yeah, Istrice and Lupa were the 2 big rivals in today's race, but Lupa was very unlucky, and this morning their horse got injured and they are not going to take part in today's race. We'll see. Istrice is one of the biggest favorite contrada, because they won. I mean, they have a horse who won the Palio before. They have a very experienced and well-trained jockey, and they don't have their rival anymore. With a rival, it could have been a different story. It could have been something different for them, but now they are alone in the square with no rivals and a very good horses. Same situation for another contrada, Val di Montone, the Valley of the Ram. They have a pink jersey for their jockey, and they are probably one of the most favorite contrada today. Very good horse, very good jockey, no rival. It can be an easy game, but every Palio is typical. Every Palio is so particular. Therefore, even if you have the best horse, even if you have the best jockey, if you miss fortune, if you miss luck, there's not going to be any way you can win the Palio. Lupa had to say no, because, yeah, not only the horse got injured, but they didn't want to risk a big injury. So this morning, this injury was not that bad. This injury was not that bad, but they preferred to stay out from the race to avoid bigger problems to the horse. Let's see what is going to happen. Now this is the final moment of the historical parade. This is the car with the silk banner. This is the silk banner who's gonna be taken away by the winning contrada. While the historical parade is getting to an end, the 2 ropes used for the starting line, for the mossa, are being brought to the starting line, and now they're gonna fix it and put it in the right position, so that when the horses are gonna get out from the building, from the historical building of the square, they can easily go and take their position. I was telling you before about the lineup, because it's the most important thing in the race. To have a good position inside the ropes can let you start in a very good position for the race. Therefore, there's going to be a draw in which the order, the positions inside the ropes are going to be chosen again by luck, by fortune. And then the race is going to finally start. It's pretty warm here in Siena. You can probably see from people, everybody's wearing a t-shirt. It's very warm, more than 35 degrees. And together with the moment of the palio, people is gonna breathe some proper tension for the next couple of hours. I was telling you before about the way a jockey can win the palio and the way a jockey can stop his rival. They are allowed to strike each other, jostle and push each other during the race. The only thing they cannot do, they are not allowed to pull each other from the horses or take the reins of a rival's horse. I mean, they can form alliances, conspiring to hinder a favorite or a hated rival. They can put on agreements, trying to help each other. They can use the crop to fight against a rival. But yeah, they cannot push each other off the horse. That happened a couple of years ago, again between two jockeys, coming from two rival contradas, and they got sanctioned. They were punished, both of them, because it's something you cannot really do. But let's see what's going to happen today. If you just join us, welcome to Siena. We are here to cover the Palio, this amazing horse race. And yeah, before the race is going to start, let me bring you to the last of our short videos showing us a precise horse whose name is Guess, who took part in the race several times.
The people of Siena adore horses. There's no doubt about that. Today we want to tell you the story of a horse called Guess, a grey who's now aged 15 and enjoying his serene retirement. But his story is extraordinary. He ran his first Palio in 2008 for the Nicchio Contrada, then was not selected for several years, but in the 2011 extraction he went to La Torre. Patera in position. Guess doesn't start well, but then he makes a strong comeback. Then, at a certain point, a strange thing happens. His rider feels that something is wrong with him. He brings him to a stop and dismounts. The horse's legs give way and he lies down. He remains there while the race continues and the crowd apprehensively holds its breath, whichever contrada they may be backing. According to the vets, he'd fainted. After the Palio, he got back to his feet and no one worried again about his health. And in August 2012, he ran again, this time for the Drago Contrada. The following year, he is allocated to the Oca Contrada, but ridden by his trainer, the jockey who looks after preparing him for the race, by the name of Giovanni Azzeni, nicknamed Titia. An excellent rider, and they race for the Oca, great rival of the Torre, who he was racing for when he fainted. Ridden by Titia, Guess ends up winning the Palio. It's a triumph, crowning a thrillingly close race until the very end. And then, in a highly unusual gesture, the owner of Guess makes a gift of the horse to Giovanni Azzeri, while both of them promise each other that Guess will never run another Palio. And so he came to live here in these superb stables, and currently Guess's daily duties consist of him eating plenty of grass in these pastures. I'm here now with Giovanni Azzeri, a multiple winner. He's won the Palio 5 times. Tell us about Guess. Guess is a magnificent horse. He came here in 2009. I trained him for 4 years. And then I finally managed to ride him in Piazza del Campo in July 2013. We won a magnificent Palio together. He was a great horse, and the Piazza was his vocation. Is it an advantage to ride a horse that you've trained? Yes, it's an advantage. You've known each other so well. Every day you know his strengths and weaknesses. It's a huge advantage. What does it take for a horse to be suitable for running in the Palio? Well, to have a cool head, that's vital. That he stays tranquil while waiting to start the race, that he starts strongly and stays strong and is precise in the curves. Guess had all these characteristics. When you saw him lying there, having fainted, to use an easily understood term, what went through your head? It was really, really strange. But the next day, he was back in his stall and never had any other problem from that day to this. Well, most horses aren't as fortunate as he is, right? That's true. He's a horse that has given us an incredible amount of satisfaction. He changed my life, bringing me my 3rd Palio in such a sensational race. So now he's here for as long as he wants, as long as he lives, living a great life, eating as much as he wants, with 2 mares to keep him company, and getting on wonderfully with them both. He has a field of 2 hectares of plentiful grass. He's a picture of health and has a great lifestyle. Someone once said, if I had a second life, I'd want to be a Palio horse. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you.
And welcome back. We are here in Siena. You're now seeing the final part of the historical parade. A few moments between, from us to the race, the Palio. This is the silk banner. It's going to be given to the winning Contrada. What you're hearing now is the sound of the drummist, and what you're seeing is the wavings of the flags. This is going to be the last choreography before the race starts. Here in Piazza del Campo, in the center of Siena, one of the most beautiful Italian cities. Medieval ages are everywhere in here. You can breathe and live. This amazing tradition is happening year after year since the Middle Ages. Those are the Contradas, 17 Contradas of Siena. Now you're seeing only one of the 2 flag wavers doing this choreography. 1 drum is for each Contradas. And this is going to be the final part of the historical parade. Once this is done, The horses are gonna come out from this historical building. They're gonna go to the lineup, and they're gonna begin probably the most unbelievable horse race of the world. Here in Siena today, many people gather up in the main square, Piazza del Campo, to watch, to be part of this amazing experience. And here you have identity, culture, which refresh itself year after year, time after time. Look how beautiful these colors are. The 17 contradas, different colors, flag wavings. And now it's going to be silence for a while. Yeah, here we go. The final choreography. This is called the Victory Choreography, Sbandierata della Vittoria, in which the 10 contradas taking part in the race are gonna try to pull the luck on their side. I was telling you before how important luck it is in this kind of race. We're gonna see something beautiful in a real while. Yeah, I just wanna let you hear the sound of the drums. And here we go. Very soon, everything is gonna be over. The last flag waver, and it's done. Yeah, this is the tribune of the captains and the authority of the City Council of Siena. The captains from the different contradas are gonna stay there watching the race, trying to give the latest advices to their jockey, trying to set up the last agreements. If you're lucky enough to be here today, you will feel this tension, you will breathe this passion. Something unbelievable is happening, so beautiful, so intense. You can probably hear the square clapping, and in a moment, horses with their jockeys are gonna come out from the historical building of the City Hall of Siena. These people you're seeing now are the captain and their helpers from the 10 contradas taking part in the race. They are cheering their friends in the historical costumes. They are talking to each other. They're trying to put together, to set down the last agreements. Look at the face of these people. Look at the emotions they are sharing. This is something you'll never be able to see in any other place of the world. Even if my contrada is not taking part in today's race, because we won the July's Palio. We were not drawn for today's race, but the tension I'm feeling right now, it's big. It doesn't matter if you take part in the race or if you don't. If you're born inside these city walls, if you're born on this medieval ground. During these moments, you will literally feel something. And it's going to be something intense. Everything is ready. A few moments before the fight begins. Yeah, everything is ready. 10 Contradas. Lupa is not taking part in today's race because they got injured this morning. So even if 10 Contradas are supposed to take part in the race, only 9 Contradas. You will see only 9 Contradas today. And now the Mortaretto is gonna blow, and they are off. In light blue and white, Honda. Green and white, Oca. In yellow, Aquila. Red and yellow, Chiocciola. Pink, Valdimontone. Orange and green, Selva. Green and yellow, Bruco. And dark red in the last position, Torre. So Torre, dark red, one of the favorite. Then, yeah, they are one of the favorite. Very good horse, very experienced jockey. He's gonna do everything. They're gonna try to stop them. This is Oca in green and white. Their rival Torre has good chances for winning today's race. They're gonna try everything to stop them. The jockey with stripes, Istrice, with 4 color stripes. Istrice, the porcupine, they are one of the favorite today. And the last favorite is the one in pink, Valdimontone. So this is Istrice with blue, black, red and white stripes. This is Torre. Yeah, they're gonna try everything. And this is Istrice with the stripes, one of the favorites. Aquila is also pretty good. Bottom right, the pink jockey, Valdimontone. Another good favorite. They have the horse and the jockey who won the Palio in July. Now the jockeys are waiting, are doing the so-called tondino. Tondino in Italian means little circle, and it's what they're doing. They are going around. You see, they talk to each other. They talk to each other, trying to set down agreements. And in this place, you're seeing on the left of the screen, it's gonna take place the drawing for the lineup orders. That is very important because a good position on the starting line.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سيداتي آنساتي سادتي، أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير عبر قناة ياس. وهنا لدينا يوم جديد من أيام الإثارة الكبيرة عندما نتحدث عن أيضا الباليو دي سينا هناك في قلب المدينة الرائعة دي سينا. والحديث حقيقة عن المشاركات على مستوى الحضور الكبير جدا. لدينا كيوتشولا، إحدى هذه الأحياء الرائعة التي تعودنا على مناسبتين أن نشاهد وأن نتابع حقيقة الأحداث الرائعة جدا للبايلو دي سينا. وهنا في انتظار أيضا وصول القرعة. نعم، هكذا القرعة تصل متابعين الكرام للاصطفاف بعد ذلك. وبالنسبة لهذه الأحياء الرائعة، الأحياء الجميلة، الأحياء التي فيها الإثارة والإمكانيات، لدينا شعار اللوبا الذئب، آخر سباق فازت فيه السنة الماضية وكان الفارس اسكومبيليو جوناثان بارتيلوتي في 16 من أغسطس نفس هذا اليوم، هل سيكون لللوبا لشعار اللوبا نفس الحظوظ التي كانت عليها في العام الماضي؟ هنا المحكم، هنا المعلق، هنا الواصف هو الذي سيستدعيهم، هو القاضي لهذه المعركة الكبيرة. السلفة كذلك آخر فوز منذ سنتين في 6 من أغسطس عام 2015 على صوت
Valdi Montone.
تيتا مونتوني. أيضا لدينا سيربانا الحصان جوناثان بارتولوتي. ثم أيضا الحلزونة
Honda.
نشاهد دخول أوندا بشعار الموجة. بيرتو إلبا الحصان وكارلوس سينا. بالمناسبة آخر فوز لهذه الحارة قبل 5 أعوام على الحصان تيتيا موريستا بريما كان فارسا آنذاك. هنا الانطلاقة متابعينا الكرام ستكون على ما يبدو لي حامية الوطيس، انطلاقة كبيرة وقوية. هنا شعار الصقر، ثم يتحركون أبناء التوري، أبناء البورج، استعانوا بالحصان برونوسكي وأنديريا ماري الفارس المعروف الشرس. آخر فوز كان أيضا لهم بتوريا في 2015. بروتو اليرقة، بروتو آخر فوز في 2008 قبل تقريبا عدة أعوام على صوت أليزيور لوغودورو عندما كان الفارس جنجيلو جوزيه زيدا.
أوكا.
أيضا أوكا رينالزوس فالتر بوشيدو.
State più alti.
أوكا آخر فوز في 2013، سنوات 4 مضت لم يتذوقون طعم الانتصار المنتظر والمرتقب. مشاهدينا الكرام، هنا إذن الاصطفاف على أمام هذا الحبل الذي يمثل نقطة البداية ونقطة الانطلاقة، وبالتالي الأمور لغاية الآن هكذا ستكون. لدينا استريشي مورموزيتا بريما جوفاني أنيستي هو الذي يتراجع. إذا لدينا الاستعداد ثم يعيدهم مرة أخرى. بالمناسبة فالدي مونتوني الكبش ذو القرون الكبيرة أو كما يقال بخرفان الجبال، آخر انتصار قبل في 2012 آخر فوز على صاوة لوستيفيتشتا، والفارس اسكونيبيليو فاز في العام الماضي جوناثان بارلوبيتي، وفاز كذلك في العام الماضي وقبل ذلك في 2012 مع فريق فالدي مونتوني. وفالدي مونتوني اليوم سيكونون في الخلف، وقع الاختيار عليهم. سنشاهد الآن بعد لحظات، وأيضا الأمور باتت بالفعل في ترقب كبير. حضور منذ الصباح الباكر، مهرجان يستمر لأيام، هكذا هي الطبيعة لهذا المكان ولهذا الحدث الكبير. عبر قناة ياس مواكبة، هناك أنصار يشجعون يتابعون، حتى أصبح أيضا صيت كبير هنا في الخليج العربي وفي الوطن العربي عندما يتابعون حقيقة الباليو دي سينا.
بالدي مونتوني.
سيربانا. جوناثان بارتيلوتي لديه انتصارين الفارس اللي واضح امامنا في 2016 في الموسم الماضي.
أوندا.
اذا في انتظار القادم أوندا.
أكويلا.
توري.
بروكو. تعال più alti.
هنا ايضا باتت الامور هكذا في مدينة سيينا في ايطاليا. 10 خيول وفرسان مرتدين الالوان المناسبة ل17 كونترادا او حي من المدينة يدعى بالباليو. هذا السباق باليو دي بروفينيزانو تكريما لمادونا من بروفيزانو والتي كانت كنيسة في سيينا. أما اليوم في 6 أغسطس فيدعى بباليو دي السونتا تكريما لتولي ماري. الاستعداد ربما يكون والانطلاقة بعد لحظات، لكننا سنتابع كيوتشولا، سيلفا، أوكا، مونتوني، توريس، تريشي، أوندا، لوبا، لاكويلا، بروتو. كل هذه الأسماء المتواجدة متابعين الكرام. هنا لدينا الياسمان نوتشي، أنديريا كوكي، فالتر بوشيدو، جوناثان بارتيلوتي، أنديريا ماري، جوناثان أتسيني، كارلو سانا، خوسيه كاريوني وجوزيبا زاد، بالإضافة لجيجي برسكيلي. استعين اليوم بالجياد، يعني بسم الله ما شاء الله نشاهد الضخامة والإمكانيات لهذه الجياد التي يتم الاعتناء بها بشكل كبير جدا استعدادا للسباق اليوم الذي يدعى بالباليو دي سونتا. ولدينا سولو تودودوا وأيضا كوزيميدو دي جلورا، رينالوزو، سيربانا، برونوسكي، موروزيتا بريما، بروتو إلبا، كوري دي سيرني، وقلب سيدني أو قلب سيرني، روكورو، سوتيرزو، تديرزو يطلب منه مرة أخرى. هناك اعتراض أيضا نستمع بطبيعة الحال أيضا المذيع الداخلي والأوامر التي نستمع إليها. هنا ما زالت الأمور تعود للوراء. لربما في هذا المكان حقيقة أكويلا شعار النصر آخر فوز كان منذ سنوات طوال، تجاوز العقدين من الزمن و25 عاما. آخر انتصار في عام 92 وعلى صوت غالي جانتي والفارس تشيتو أنديريا دي غوتسي. هنا أيضا اللقطة الغير محببة حقيقة ربما للبعض عندما تعود الجياد مرة أخرى لتأخذ التفاف ثم العودة إلى خط البداية، وهنا حديث وتوعد وعيد وتهديد والعديد من الأمور التي تحدث بين الكونترادا. هناك قرعة تقام بالنسبة للجياد، ولكن بالنسبة للفرسان يذهبون للأحياء على حسب الطلب بطبيعة الحال، ومن يدفع أكثر، وأيضا لا يكون هناك قيود بالنسبة للفرسان الذين يبذلون قصارى الجهد من أجل أن يحققون الانتصارات. وبالتالي سنشاهد الآن هذه الانطلاقة: كيوتشولا، سيلفا، أوكا، مونتوني، استريتشي، أوندا، لوبا، لاكويلا، وأيضا بروكو الشعار اليرقة. على ما يبدو الاصطفاف جميل بروكو. جميل. أين بروكو؟ يلا يا بروكو. لدينا جي بروسكيلي الفارس، لدينا ستيرييزو.
سيلفا.
انطلقوا وسنقول لكم كراسي. شكرا لكم. نشاهد الأداء، نشاهد الآن الله على هذا الحضور الجميل الرائع المهيب. حضور كبير جدا، وحضور فيه العديد والعديد. نشاهد أيضا لوبا شعار الذئبة. هنا ما زالوا على ما يبدو لي لن تكون الأمور كما ينبغي بهذه الصورة.
Oca al tuo posto. Oca al tuo posto. Oca al tuo posto.
لم يصطفوا بشكل مطلوب. ربما هناك أيضا من يرغب في أن يتم الإعادة مرات ومرات. نعم سيتم الإعادة على ما يبدو لي.
State più alti, Chiocciola, stai più alta, venite più alti. Non forzate. State più alti, state più alti. Lasciate più spazio a Baldimontone.
أراد أن يتم الإعادة، ربما يخدم بهذا التأخير أحد ما. أوكا رينالدوس، فالتر بوشيدو. بوشيدو هو من أراد بهم هكذا بالشعار الأخضر والأبيض. هو من أراد بهم التأخير. نعم في اللقطة الماضية أوكا
Non forzate. Oca al tuo posto. Oca.
وكذلك أيضا
Non forzate. Oca.
هو الانطلاقة مشاهدينا الكرام كما نشاهد الآن. بو في المحاولة. أوندا تحاول، ولكن لدينا أيضا السرعة الكبيرة من لوبا في هذه المحاولة. سيحققون الانتصار ولكنهم يطاردون بهذه الصورة. أوكا، سيلفا، كيوتشولا، توري، مونتوني، استريتشي فاز كذلك في 2013. انظر لهذه الفرحة الكبيرة، آخر انتصار كان في 2015. اليوم يفوزون، اليوم ينتصرون. هوندا، نعم، بروتو ألبا الحصان، كارلوس سينا الفارس. أداء كبير، فرحة عارمة، فرحة كبيرة. نعم، الجنون يعود مرة أخرى في مثل هذا اليوم، في مثل هذا الحدث الكبير. انتصار ولا أروع ولا أجمل. يأتي لأوندا، يأتي للموجة، يأتي على صوت تيتيا، ولكن اليوم على صوت من؟ على صوت بروتا ألبا. بروتا ألبا يبكون هنا فرحين بهذا الانتصار. بروتا إلى الكنيسة، بروتا إلى فرحة ما بعدها فرحة. انتصار لهذا الفارس، لهذا البطل الكبير. نعم، كارلوس سينا، كارلوس سينا. فرحة وجنون. هنا الامتاع والإبداع، هنا الفرحة الهستيرية، هنا اللقطات المثيرة. جن جنونهم، هنا جن جنونهم. يركضون، يهيجون، هنا يلوحون ويفرحون ويسعدون. لحظة النصر الكبير تأتي لمصلحة أوندا. أي إرث هذا! هنا نعم، اليوم يوم كبير جدا، يوم مثير جدا بالنسبة لهم، بالنسبة لآدائهم، لما قدموه، لما عملوه وفعلوه، لما أظهروه. فرحة كبيرة اليوم بالفعل. الباليو دي السونتا تكريما لتولي ماري. وهنا بطبيعة الحال السمكة مرة أخرى، والموجة مرة أخرى، وأيضا الفرحة مرة أخرى. بروتا ألبا، كارلوس سينا. هذا الانتصار الرائع جدا. إذا مشاهدين الكرام، متابعين الأعزاء عبر قناة ياس، من يسألون عن الباليو دي سينا وعن القرون، بل نعم سنوات طوال والقرون، وهم يحتفظون بهذا الإرث الكبير في مدينة سيينا هناك في إيطاليا. 10 خيول و10 فرسان يرتدون ألوان مختلفة تشكل كونترادا، تشكل الأحياء المجنونة، تشكل في هذه المدينة. إنه معتقد كبير، إنه أرث كبير، إنه واقع نشاهده ونعايشه. إنهم يختلفون في هذا اليوم، يعودون لسنوات طوال، بل يعودون لعشرات السنوات، يعودون لأيام الأجداد. ولكن حرب سلمية، حرب ناعمة بين هذه الأحياء، بين هذه الكونترادا. أي جنون هذا، أي فنون هذه، أي روح تلك. انظر لهذا الانتصار، انظر لهذه الانطلاقة، الروح الكبيرة. نعم، بهذه الروح، بهذه العنفوانية، بهذه الصورة الشرسة، بهذه القوة، بهذه الأنفة، بهذا الطموح الكبير، الإصرار المثير. هنا معنى للحياة، وللحياة معنى معهم بهذه الصورة، بلوحة الانتصار. انظر للصراع الحقيقي، انظر للمواجهة والمجابهة، انظر كيف يعمل العقل في وسط الاجتهاد البدني والاجتهاد الروحي والاجتهاد العقلي. تبحث عن انتصار وسط الزحام، وسط النار. هنا بالفعل بهذا المعيار، بهذا المقدار من القوة، يأتون بانتصار تاريخي، يأتون بفوز ولا أروع ولا أقوى ولا أجمل. يا لها من إعادة، يا لها من روح وإصرار كبير. الجياد تستسلم في بعض الأحيان، تصرخ ماذا يفعلون، عن ماذا يبحثون وماذا يفعلون. انظر للحناجر، انظر للطموح الكبير. وهنا بالفعل كان مربط الفرس، هذا الدوران الأخير، دورتين مجنونتين تجعل من الأفراح الاستمرارية بها لسنوات طوال. وهنا القوية المدوية العنفوان. هنا بالفعل كان الفصل وكانت لحظة النصر عبر قناة ياس لكل الناس. هكذا الباليو دي سينا، باليو السونتا، تكريما لماري والأسطورة تتحقق هنا مع هذا الشعار الكبير. أوندا بروتا إلبا كارلوس سينا، هو انتصار وافتخار بما قدموا في هذه الأمسية الكبيرة. يا 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 على هذا القدوم، على هذه الفرحة الكبيرة. هنا الأعلام، هنا يستمرون بالفرح، هنا يستمرون. سيكون هذا الجواد قد دخل التاريخ اليوم وقد سجل بحروف من ذهب وقد حصد على اللقب. وهنا العناق الكبير، هنا لحظة الانتصار، هنا اللحظات التاريخية. أعوام مضت منذ الانتصار الأخير، القدوم المهيب كان حاضرا، وبالتالي التتويج الرائع هو الانتصار. يوم شاق ولكنه يتوج بأفراح، يتوج بصورة ستبقى خالدة، ستبقى وكأنما عادت بنا لسنوات طوال، بل لأكثر من 120 أو 40 عاما إنجاز التعبير، إلى قرابة القرن ونصف قرن نعود إلى الخلف. وهكذا كانت بطبيعة الحال هذه الرايات في إيطاليا. ولكن لحظة النصر، لحظة ماري، لحظة الباليو دي لوسونتا، وجنون جنون جنون. متابعينا الكرام، أيها السيدات والسادة في الوطن العربي الكبير، شكرا على بقائكم معنا ومتابعتكم لهذا الحدث التاريخي الكبير، على أمل اللقاء بكم في مواجهات أخرى، في سباقات ومسابقات أخرى. إلى ذلك الحين سنترككم مع هذه اللقطات الجميلة، وتقبلوا أجمل تحيات محدثكم المعلق عبد الله المعمري.
Onda, what an amazing palio. Look at this jockey. It's gonna be the hero of these people for a long time to come. You have to understand, guys, how important it is for us to win a palio. I had this joy in the last July, and now I can only be happy for my friends from Onda, who did something unbelievable against all the provisions. They weren't supposed to win. The horse is a very experienced one, but the jockey is not. The first palio, which Carlos Sanna nicknamed Brigante, is winning. Look at Oka. Look at Oka, what he's doing. Crashes on the rival, and the palio for Torre is over. Istrice coming really fast from the external part. Chiocciola leading, followed by Montoni, Onda, Aquila also. Very good turn. Bruco is fast, but there's nothing they can do. Selva coming fast too. Chiocciola here was risky to fall off. It was a good move by the jockey. Chiocciola still leading. Onda is trying to find the right path to follow the race. Valdimontone now taking over on Onda. Chiocciola still leading. Valdimontone, Onda, Aquila and Selva. Selva coming up really fast. But Chiocciola, after the second Cassato, the horse doesn't have it anymore. Montone stopped. Onda took it over from an external path, coming fast, trying to overwhelming. This is the difference of stamina between the two horses. There is nothing Chiocciola could do to keep the first position. Onda was the second, Contrada now first, and now turning the last Cassato, bringing the people of Dupré to victory. I have a curiosity for this. This palio, the silk banner, was dedicated to Giovanni Dupré, a very famous artist from this Contrada, and he was from the Contrada of the Onda. The main street of the Onda is dedicated to Giovanni Dupré, and the palio went back to where it belongs. El Contrada. Look at the color of this city, guys. I mean, if you've never seen something like that, you have to come here to breathe it, to live it on your own. You have to understand why this place is so important for us, why this tradition is so powerful. You have to understand that nothing like this is happening in any other place of the world. The drummers are playing the drum. This is the noise of Palio Victory sounds like. Look at how many people can squeeze in this square. An amazing experience. Yeah, another replay. Look at the start of Chiocciola. The jockey of Chiocciola was so ready. Then we have Montone on the second position. Honda using the whip in the external part. Now, Chiocciola first, Montone. Now, Honda on the third position. Aquila, Selva, Bruco, Istice, Torre, Oca. Chiocciola still leading. Now, Montone on the second position. Now, Honda, take it over. Honda passing over Montone. Now Chiocciola first position, Honda second position, Montone third position. Now Montone is second again. What an amazing race. What a beautiful horse race. Now Chiocciola leading. One Contrada fell off. Montone in the second position. Now Montone doesn't have it anymore. So Honda took it over. Second position. But Honda was too fast. Honda was too fast and gaining the first position. There's nothing Chiocciola could do. Chiocciola in the second position, then Montone, then Aquila, Selva, and now Honda. Last curve and being the first to win the Palio. Wonderful place. So, this brings our coverage to a finish. The winning Contrada for this August Palio of 2017 is Honda, the Wave. It's their first victory since 2013. The winning jockey is their first victory since 2013, yes, with Titia. Today, the winning jockey is Carlos Anna, nicknamed Brigante. The winning horse is Porto Alabe. And this is his first victory. Let's hope it's gonna happen again. So guys, in this wonderful square, the rivalries are born again, year after year. In this square, the tradition is always renewed while never changing. The Palio di Siena for the Senese is everything, but not a merely horse race. It is tradition, culture, sharing, passion and community, a living heritage which will never die, a belonging which, thanks to the Contradas, will live long and prosper. This is Duccio Tripoli, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Have a good night.